The 10 creators that I mentioned have 18 million subscribers. That's not a small number. 18 million people follow them, listen to them. That is influence, okay? And combined views on their videos is above 1 billion. Can you imagine? 1 billion. Somebody needs to check on them because who is their target audience? It's mostly girls. Hi, my babies. How are you? Hope you're well. Today we are going to talk about the 10 very successful self-development level of creators on YouTube. I have collected a lot of data on them. I have this Excel sheet where I talk about the number of subs, number of videos, their age, their background, what was their top 3 videos, all these things, their content pillars, what are their strengths and what are things they can improve on. So I have Wizard Liz, Manifestel, Shira7, Simone Squared, Rini Lee, Persephone's Mind, I think that's how you say it, Tamkor, Margarita Nazarenko, Lana Blakely, Zoe Unlimited. These are the 10 creators who talk a lot about self-development, self-confidence, how to brand yourself, all these good stuff. I appreciate them a lot and I have watched almost 80% of the 8 creators video here. I kind of have observed them over the years and years, and now I want to see what is the recurring theme? What are all of them trying to say, and is there something we need to be careful about? Are these women, have they gone to universities, relationship status? I just did a little bit of research. So let's get started. So let's start with the mother, okay? Wizard Liz. So Wizard Liz is undoubtedly a very successful content creator when it comes to YouTube. She's all over TikTok. Her name is Lizzie. She has around 7.6 million subscribers on YouTube. Number of videos, 120 videos. She's been on YouTube for 8 years. Okay, and she's 26 years old. Very less is known about her, but based on her clothes, the bags, the shorts that she shows, that she comes from a certain privilege and she has a Russian gene somewhere. She grew up in Belgium, but now she's in United States, So her top 3 videos are: this video will change your life, this video will make you confident, confidence baby. Her major content pillars are confidence, directness, audacity, and I like that because that's also my personality. I feel like a major reason that she succeeded on YouTube is because a lot of creators were giving sugary stuff, okay? And Wizard Liz just came in, and with that aura of confidence, she said, hey, stop being a loser. This is what you got to do.
You want to be confident, your feelings should be off. It's not about your feelings. Listen, I don't feel like going to the gym. Who feels like going to the gym? Listen, there's some people, they actually enjoy going to the gym. I don't enjoy going to the gym. But afterwards, I feel like $1,000,000.
So a lot of people like that no bullshit direct approach. Her recurring themes, is freedom. Freedom is being who you are, be confident, you deserve more because you said it. Princess treatment, talking about her relationship status. She is in a relationship.
As I was making this video, Wizard Liz posted an Instagram story about how her partner Landon cheated on her and now she's 4 months pregnant. My heart goes out to her. I'm praying for her. All the women that listen to her are in her support. At the same time, this raises questions about how one should apply their own preachings to their life, because she talks a lot about standards, but she's not legally married and she never had a wedding, and this was confirmed by that guy, Landon. There's very clear signs of love bombing, and the way she's handled this whole situation is more from ego than confidence. I get it, she's hurt, but all their private things are out there and it's messy. And this also proves that it's easier said than done.
Does she talk about men? Yeah, she does talk, but not a lot. But she's made one video saying, stop dating broke men. So her education level, she's attended a local university here in United States. So let's talk about some of her strengths. It's mostly the way she says it with a lot of like unwavering confidence, very direct. And the internet says she has a slight inclination towards, a bit of narcissism. Personally, I feel like she's a very confident woman. I cannot really talk about narcissism. Her videos are helpful, okay? It's very generic. I think she could improve on is while she's talking in her videos, it seems like she's a bit angry. She's angry and, there is a lot of healing that she needs to do. And she's young. She's 26. And sometimes she's like shouting at the viewers. I feel like for some, it would work, and I feel like that's her genre, but that's how I feel like she's a bit angry and it goes like shouting. And also, like, I'm not sure that has Liz ever had like a 9-to-5 job? Does she know about a normal paying job? Does she ever pay rent? These things are mysterious, okay? This is important because a lot of girls that she's influencing are normal girls who have 9-to-5 jobs, who go to university. So I'm just not sure that she has that life experience or not. It's just something we want to keep in mind. Another person that I have here is Manifestel. Real name is Ellie. She has 248k subscribers. She's number of videos 61. She's been 4 years on YouTube and she's 25 or below, and she has Filipina roots. It seems like she has gone to university, and her top 3 videos are men's obsession with humbling her, trad wives. Trad wives are servants, men's obsession with calling women ugly. Her content pillars are she brings a lot of fresh perspective. She picks up something that's trending on TikTok, breaks it down, and gives us journals and research and paragraphs from some book that's related to the context.
I have an episode coming out this Friday, and it's about female founders and how female founders are literally bringing in the new age of business. Like, the future of business is female. And we see it on social media where female founders like Amy Smale and Lindsay Carter, Grace Beverly, Cassie Ho, they are paving the way for a new way to do business.
So I really like Elle because she is research based. A lot of other creators I feel are opinion based, but she is research based. And we don't know about her relationship or, her tagline. The recurring theme is get the bag while securing your own bag, which I really like because she's talking about you have to be secure in yourself too while going for a provider man. And another thing about Elle is she's not scared to talk about controversial topics with logic, okay? Very self-aware, and just by her talking, you can see that she's well read. She has an agency and she has a press-on nail business. So I just want to make sure that what do they do on the side? Are they selling some course? Are they authors? And we will do like a deep dive at the end with all this information. She's one of my favorite creators. I have no advice for her. She's doing great. I want to see her perspective on recent affairs. Third one here is Shira7. Her real name is Letitia, and she has 718k followers with 1900 videos on YouTube, and she's been 13 years on YouTube. One thing about Shira7, okay? She's very controversial, but that's her brand. And she is not afraid to speak on anything, even if it's morally incorrect. She literally says, here are tips and tricks how to get money from a man, you know, what to do if he's cheating.
What do you bring to the table, Miss Nothing? I'm not no waitress. And if I was, I'm putting extra food on that bill so you can give me extra. What if he asks about body count? Ask about bank account. What you ask them they body count? Men and women. You might be surprised. He said women will tell you they love you, hold your hand, but secretly want your bag. Exactly. Men will tell you they love you, hold your hand, but secretly want what's in your pants. Same thing. If he's ugly, maybe imagine yourself spending his money. Imagine him taking you shopping. That's the look you're gonna need. So this is my imagine him taking me shopping look.
She has a lot of dark advice. Shira7 top 3 videos are who made me quit being a mortician. That's someone who works in a funeral place. Date using law of attraction and how to make him jealous. One thing we need to know about her background. She's a black woman, first in her family to be out of the poverty line. She made a video herself talking about that, which I think is commendable. Like, she is preaching what she has already done. And she's married to James. I think she has 2 daughters. This is most of her content pillars, okay? She's emotionally detached. Like, she's like, turn off your emotions. Like, you don't need love. And she does not give like traditional advice, okay? She talks about men a lot, like a lot of make a man pay, sprinkle. So her strengths are definitely very, very unfiltered, funny, sarcastic. Like, when I'm bored, I just go on and watch one of her lives and I laugh because this woman is hilarious, okay? Improvements that she can do. Okay, Shira7's advice is not for everybody, okay? It's a lot of dark advice, manipulative brain games, this, that, tricks. It's ethically questionable. So I don't think everybody should be listening to her. Women who can just take it like with a grain of salt, who are smart enough to understand that if I use these tricks and tips, there's also going to be consequences, right? So am I ready to bear those consequences? These are the women who should be using her tricks. And her thing is mostly not towards girls, I feel towards women, okay? Women in community who are suffering from baby daddy, having rent due and all these stuff. I feel like that is most of her content directed towards. She's also a published book author. Like, Shira7 is a genre herself. Another one we have here is Simone Squared. Simone has 1.01 million followers, 268 videos on YouTube, and she's been doing this for 10 years. She's 25-year-old, Australian. And this girl, I feel like I gravitate a lot towards her. If I was gonna be this genre's creator, a lot of her advice is what I would say. Like, she comes with a lot of logical stuff. I really like what she says.
You cannot compare a lily to a rose. They are both so different. Yet, when you look at it, you're not going to say a lily is prettier than a rose. They both have like unique beauty, unique qualities, right? Do you ever like see a beautiful person and you may think, oh my God, they're like the most pretty person I've seen in my life. And then a few days later, you see someone else. Oh my God, no, they're the prettiest person I've ever seen. Yet, these two people may not look alike at all. And that is how you know that there is not actually one universal standard for beauty. Beauty is in so many different forms.
So Simone's top 3 videos are how I eat everything I want and don't gain weight, how I always get A's, I tried subliminals for 1 week. That's her top 3 videos. She is university graduate in psychology, and she always says that, you know, like, I'm gonna bridge the gap between your present self and desired self. And what I like about her is she has audacious confidence. Like, the girl's aura is strong, and she does talk about men a lot too. She does talk about getting A's, a lot of psychology. And I like one thing about her that's her strengths is like, she's not afraid to call out bullshit. Okay. I think she's called out Shira Seven, some of the advice, and Andrew Tate's advice. And I really like it. She's like, if I get canceled, I get canceled. I would kill for this advice. So there's a lot of audacity in the title, which I really like. For me, the improvements that she can do is, I think we need some fresh topics. I think she could learn from Manifestel. Like, I want to know her perspective on very current things. It's very 2010 YouTube that she still has. And she has a side business of like a book journal that she's selling. Another creator we have here, the fifth one, is Breenie Lee. Her real name is Debrina. She has 818K subscribers on just YouTube, 248 videos, 11 years she's on YouTube. A little about her is she's a black woman in UK. I used to watch her in 2016 and I just found her very authentic. She was very vulnerable, like how she's not been able to date for the last 10 years and she's celibate. And I just liked her being very honest and raw. Her top 3 videos are how to level up, how to get through breakup, and signs your mother is toxic. One thing about her content pillar that I've not seen in other creators is she talks about soul surgery, God, purpose, navigating life as a young woman in the UK. I think she has that soul touching connection with her viewers. And she does talk a lot about men. She has gone to school, university for fashion design, and a lot on dating and raising your standards. A lot of her personal stories that makes her relatable. And the only improvement is she has gone from YouTube. I don't know. Her last video was 1 year ago. It's also nice seeing a confident black woman in UK talk about things like this. So I want to see Breenie Lee back.
As I was editing this video, Breenie Lee returned to YouTube with a video, I'm back, and she's back on YouTube after 1.5 years, and she said that she was finding herself in the past year.
Sixth creator here, we have Persephone. I don't know if I'm saying it correct. Persephone Mind. Her name is Alicia. She has 488K subscribers on YouTube. She has 53 videos. She's 2 years on YouTube, 27 years old, And I feel like she's very successful for just being 2 years into YouTube with 53 videos to have 500K subscribers. And she is like a white Slavic woman energy. Like when I see her, I find her mysterious. And she has an aura of that dark energy.
How can you call yourself my friend if you sit on the table with people who hate me? Aren't you ashamed to call me your friend? To talk to people who really disrespected me?
She lives in Turkey. She likes like art museums. She does a lot of subliminal 1-hour videos. I think those are giving her a lot of views. Okay, how to become magnetic, princess treatment, intelligence. Good for her. She's getting those hours in. And her top 3 videos that she's spoken on is how to make him chase you, how to be mysterious and stop oversharing, how to be magnetic. Her content pillars are respect yourself, okay? How to do this or stop doing this. And she does talk about spirituality, signs from the universe. Personally, I don't listen to her that much. She's one of the creators I don't really listen to much because I feel like she already comes from a certain privilege and I feel she's young, but I like her. She has a very well-regulated nervous system. Like, you could go up to this girl and say, hey, bitch, and she will not respond. Like, you can just see that aura of how non-reactive she is, which is a great trait. What I would like to see from her is more on some fresh topics, okay? Something that's relevant right now. And I think she could post more. I feel like this girl is going towards like Lizard Wiz kind of path where both of them have that dark energy and she's going towards that. So I wanna see her do a bit of more fresh topics, more videos. Seventh one on the list is Tam Kaur. Her real name is Tamanna. She has 1.55 million subscribers on YouTube, 271 videos, 4 years on YouTube. She's just 23. She's, I think, the youngest one in this whole list. She is of Indian origin, but was in UK. And little about her background. I think her parents separated at 9. They don't live in the UK based on what video I saw of her. And she's healed herself a lot. And for a 23-year-old to be doing what she's doing, okay, this girl has a podcast. This girl has a journal book, okay? This girl has a book, the Buy Yourself the Damn Flowers. As a brown girl, she is a trailblazer. Like, Tam is killing it out there, okay? And I will tell you her top 3 videos that has gotten the most views is how to validate yourself, how to be productive, and lucky girl syndrome. Her content pillars are productivity, a lot of girl talks, okay? How to dress up, how to be on a date, how to do this, a lot about mastering the social charisma. She talks about men, but not really. She is in a relationship and she does talk about education. She says she has gone to university. She's an honors student and her main thing, the theme is bridge the gap between your current self and desired self. Self-love, confidence, and one of her key strengths, okay? This girl posts consistently. Like, this girl has another vlog channel where she is showing her life. So one channel she's saying, hey, dress up, do this, Another channel, she is showing that she is doing it herself. This girl is preaching what she's doing, which is impressive, which I would also like to see from all these other creators who are so mysterious. Like, are you guys even doing what you have been preaching? We don't know. We don't know. You know, it could be just on camera. Maybe in their life, they're just rotting on their sofa 5 days a week. We just don't know. But Tam Kaur has shown her vlogs, which shows she's very productive. Okay. So one thing that she could improve on. And I always feel like when I watch her videos, I feel it's so rushed. Like, she's talking for short form content. It's like,
lately I have been the most wired, laser focused and motivated I have been in a very long time. So I was feeling super meh and just not being productive. So I thought, you know what, let me just do a little journaling session, because my favorite hack to get yourself back on track is to go back and reread old entries. And I found this entry where I was at a point in my life where I was journaling every single day. And just reading that point of my life made me realize a very important lesson. I was journaling every single day back when I was a postgraduate that was broke with no career, living in my family and in a city that I absolutely hated. I remembered, oh my god, back at that point in my life, I used to wake up at 6 a.m, go to the gym, come home, get ready. I would read for an hour every single morning without fail. Then I would do my journaling and then I would get into a deep workflow for at least 7 hours straight.
Calm down. And you're talking about self-love, but you're not relaxing yourself. That's something I've seen. You are not getting enough sleep. Sometimes I see in your video and I just feel like when I see her, I have this thing that I have to be more productive. I have to and I don't want to join that productivity cult, okay? I want Tam to also slow down, maybe post a little less, but saying self-love, self-confidence, but she's also overdoing like a lot of things, and it's great, but when I see her video, I just feel like I'm not doing enough even on a Sunday. So I would like her to slow down, take it slow. The girl is very successful as a 23-year-old, and do more research videos. I want to see her quote journals, books. 8th person here is Margarita Nazarenko. Her first name is Margarita. She has 490k subscribers, 325 videos. She's 37 years old, so I think the oldest one in this list. And that's an advantage, I'll tell you later. She's a white Australian Russian. She's a stay-at-home mom. She's married. Her top 3 videos are how to detach, how I went from anxious attachment to secure attachment, and mastering detachment, okay? So a lot of her content pillars are detachment, detach, don't react, mastering men, black cat energy. She does talk about men a lot, and I think she can talk about relationship and everything because she's married. She has a successful married life compared to other creators. I feel she has a lot more credibility because here's the thing, okay? I want to hear relationship advice or men dating thing from a woman who's successfully married, not in relationship and stuff. So I feel that gives her a lot more credibility to talk about this. I don't think she has a university degree, but she has 3 years of training in London, live and recorded arts. She was in Miss Universe, so she's a pageant girlie. She started this channel talking more about makeup, luxury brands, and then went to self-confidence, okay? She wasn't always this self-development, black cat, detachment guru. She evolved in YouTube. Content pillars are detached, careless, like her strengths. Very calm nature. The woman is just sitting in her room, calm. Her babies are sleeping, I think. A lot more maturity and experiences.
So today we're diving into something super powerful that I've been getting tons of questions about. White cat energy versus black cat energy. I know you've heard me talk about black cat energy and how to make him chase you, but how does it compare to white cat energy? And importantly, how do you use both to attract what you want in your life and get what you want from him?
What she could improve on is, I think we could talk about men a bit less, and maybe talk about her being mom. So she does sell courses on the side. The 9th person here is Lana Blakely. 1.67 million subscribers on YouTube. She has 216 videos, 15 years on YouTube. And she's a mixed gene. She's Swedish, but she's an introvert. And what I like about her is she has a very calm introvert nature.
It's the most raw and honest. Okay, first one. I sometimes resent my social anxiety.
I feel like a lot of introverts can gravitate towards her because she is very calm and she says, this is me journaling through life. Her top 3 videos are Why I'm Always So Calm, A Day in a Life of an Introvert, 11 Things That Make Anyone Instantly Attractive. So her content pillars, comfort, vulnerability, sensitive, okay? And she's talked a lot about also her failed relationship. She's single. She has 2 university degrees, minimalistic lifestyle. The last one on the list we have is Zoe Unlimited. Her name is Zoe. She has 3.42 million followers, 874 videos, 5 years on YouTube, 26 years old, Chinese roots, I think Canadian too, ex-CPA, went to UCLA, top of her graduating class. So one thing about Zoe is she's not like a self-confidence, level up, guru kind of thing. She's a marketing and a branding girly, okay? She talks about celebrities from a branding perspective. She does say this, like, oh, we're gonna do a deep dive into Hailey Bieber's branding, so we can learn how does your boss, your future boyfriend, your this see you. So I feel like she can be included in this list. She is also talking about navigating girlhood. Before she went full on to this branding era, she used to talk about how her girlhood was, her body image issues, her failed dating. She went into branding. Her top 3 videos were "You are 12, not 21," "Why You Think You're Ugly," and "Pretty Privilege is Dangerous." So just to let you know that she's made a video on pretty privilege is dangerous, and Manifestel has made a video on there's no downsides of pretty privilege. So they both contrast each other on this. But let me talk more about Zoe. She is a university graduate and she does case studies on celebrities, and she's also research based. She talks about a lot of articles. She talks about how was her experience meeting Selena Gomez, Olivia Rodriguez, and all this. Talks about how you have a very distinct hair theory. She's done that herself.
Did you know your hair is your second face? This is 25 ways to rebrand in 2025, day 11. That's cute. So, I graduated UCLA top 1% business economics with a background in marketing. Hair is truly a statement in your visual brand, just like how Ariana Grande's ponytail, Ice Spice's orange hair, and Sabrina Carpenter's perfect blonde blowout. Some are natural, some are intentionally designed, like my half bob. Hair is such a good distinguisher that can make or waste your unique facial features.
She's very consistent. Like every Thursday at 12 p.m. she'll drop a video, but she does need to do more research. I feel like I have higher expectations from Zoe. I don't know, like I feel like something is being too repetitive. I feel like it's always the same thing. And she has a CPA book and podcast on the side.
There's a lot of criticism for Zoe being hypocritical about her body image issues and being woke. Here's a video of this other creator making some really logical points on this.
At first glance, Zoe Limited seems to be the standard feminist commentator / it girl lifestyle influencer, but if you take a closer look at her channel, you can see some interesting contrast in its content. A lot of her videos seem to be woke feminist commentary focused on criticizing diet culture and criticizing patriarchal beauty standards. Nothing tastes as good as skinny feels, women aren't allowed to be fat, and your body is not a trend are just a few examples. Very empowering stuff. Or is it? It's not. Interspersed between these woke videos are diet advice videos such as 10 things skinny girls don't do, smaller waist in a week, how I eat a lot and stay skinny. If you scroll a little lower, then you find yourself in an entire virtual weight loss bootcamp. She has seemingly built her entire channel from her drastic weight loss, on which she based many of her diet and skinny advice videos. The wokeification of Zoe, if you will, seems to have started about a year ago when the views on her diet videos were in decline, and her first woke anti-beauty standards videos all consistently hit close to 2 million views. Now, had she simply moved on from the diet talk and was now only posting these feminist videos, then I would just assume that she had a metamorphosis, that she found Jesus and moved on with her content, and that would be fine. People change for the better, so their content changes for the better, and we can just leave the past buried in the past. But alas, she did not in fact find Jesus. Because after she entered her feminist phase, she is still actively posting these diet videos. So her channel just became this insane, confusing patchwork of polar opposite ideologies being forcefully stitched together. She calls her past pre-weight loss self fat and ugly, in all caps, might I add, when she looked like this. I did not put that sound effect in, she did. She put that sound effect in as she zoomed in on that beautiful photo of herself that was taken when she was at the lower end of a healthy BMI. It's heartbreaking. She claims to be anti-diet culture while dispensing more weight loss advice than a 90s cosmopolitan magazine because it allows her to profit off of both sides of the diet culture conversation.
Those are our 10 creators, and now I'm going to tell you what does all this data, this quantitative data, say about them. What are the caveats? The 10 creators that I mentioned have 18 million subscribers. That's not a small number. 18 million people follow them, listen to them. That is influence, okay? And combined views on their videos is above 1 billion. Can you imagine? 1 billion. Somebody needs to check on them, because who is their target audience? It's mostly girls. I'm thinking it's mostly young girls who are listening to them and, following their advice and everything. So few things, okay? The common themes that 10 of these creators have repeatedly said: princess treatment, provider men, make the man chase you, how to be confident. Every creator has how to be confident video. They do believe in spirituality, detachment, okay? Physical glow up. Oh my God. Like, if I was this and then now I am this. Physical glow up, I feel like it's shoved down your throat. Like how I cured my acne, weight loss. Be the dream girl, but also be the bitch. This is the most recurring theme, okay? Yes, number one is confidence, but it's also very male-centered. Here's where the problem, and it's a bit hypocritical, okay? Decenter men from your life, decenter men, detach, but at the same time, how to make him jealous, how to attract him, how to get his attention. Like, which one should I follow? That is a bit confusing to young girls. This is something you have to think about. Another thing is the role that they play in a young girl's life who's watching them from their room is an older sister, best friend, mentor kind of thing. They are in that shoe where young girls are like, oh, she's teaching me things that an older sister would. That is a big responsibility. They are making very generic advice. A lot of that is common sense, but these creators don't know your family background, your financial background, your traumas and stuff. So you have to understand that they are giving just generic advice. They are not giving a targeted advice. It's very generic, and what I would say is you could get a lot more from self-help books, okay? I am an avid reader. Self-development is a genre I still read, like, Heal Your Life by Louise Hay. Sacred Woman, like this is a beautiful book, by Queen of Afua, Power of Subconscious Mind. Currently, I'm reading Can't Hurt Me. The essence of Gita. Men are from Mars and women are from Venus. You are a brand. Financial Feminist. Really, really good book. I highly recommend like young girls reading a book like this. Becoming by Michelle Obama. I feel like the books are a lot more powerful, okay? These creators are just giving you face value information. But I feel like books is way in depth. If you like hearing these creators, also consider reading. They all are brands, okay? There's same words, editing style being used, bestie, sprinkle. They're forming that parasocial relationship with you, and they're being your motherly, sisterly figures, teaching you a lot. One thing that needs to be said. Hear me out, this is life-changing. It's their opinions, not facts. Almost all of what they say is their opinions, their lives, their experiences, their opinions. It's not facts. It's not backed up by some scientific research journal. So you have to keep that in mind. It's just their opinion. It's not facts. Another thing that I feel like what we need to do, one big thing that is lacking is where they have talked so much about men, right? To young girls, heavy conversation should be about career, Go girl, go to university, at least get a bachelor's degree, okay? So you know how physics works, how communications work, how coding works. Telling them like get a marketable skill, learn how to code, learn how to do basic like how to write a research paper. A lot of their audience are young girls who are going to do 9-to-5 jobs. I think very few of them will become influencers and stuff and entrepreneurs. Most of them are going to go into the job market. So these creators, I want them to say to young girls that focus on a marketable skill, go to university, find the right mentor, go do internships, make sure you have emergency fund, just take my advice with a grain of salt, but go and talk to your trusted friend and, just check up on these things. These are things I want to see from these creators. How about giving very career-oriented advice? That is where the focus should be. Career rather than men. And I feel a lot of what they have said is a lot of good stuff. A lot of have high standards, be confident, how to be this. But that whole career talk, being very financially independent, having your own place, those are things lacking, and this is something the girlies need to understand. A lot of us are gonna be working 9 to 5. There's nothing wrong with that. We need to learn about artificial intelligence. We need to learn about having good mentors, how to write a proposal, how to invest money. These are topics that needs to hold most of the conversations, not men, princess treatment. Yes, have high standards for yourself and have a partner who meets those standards. That is given. Let's focus more on careers, internships, financial independence. I hope this video was helpful for you. It gives you an insight. It gives you something to think about. If it was helpful, do subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. As always, follow your kind confidence.